Luka Dončić's car collection is as mind-blowing as his recent trade to the Lakers. From Ferraris and Lamborghinis to Porsches and ultra-rare machines that'll have your furniture levitating as you try to pronounce them, every car in his garage reflects his rising status in the NBA world. In today's video, we're diving into the jaw-dropping collection of the NBA superstar. So buckle up, folks, and enjoy the ride. Number 1. Koiseg Reggera. We're kicking things off with a weapon on wheels, the Koiseg Reggera. Because when you're Luka Dončić, pulling up in something normal just doesn't cut it. Forget flexing with a Ferrari. This is a hypercar that whispers, "I'm built different," and then screams past you at 250 miles per hour. Only 80 of these unicorns exist on the planet, and Luka's got one tucked in his garage like it's just another Tuesday. Underneath the sculpted carbon fiber is a hybrid powertrain that pairs a twin-turbo 5-liter V8 with 3 electric motors, producing a mind-melting 1,500 plus horsepower. No gears, no hesitation. Just Koiseg's direct drive magic launching this thing from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Inside, it's part race car, part Scandinavian art gallery. Diamond-stitched leather, digital displays, carbon fiber everything, and those signature dihedral doors that swing open like the car is about to take flight. It's rare, it's ridiculous, and it sets the tone perfectly for what Luka's garage is all about: power, precision, and pulling up like a boss. In Swedish, Reggera means to reign, and reigning is what Luka does on the court and on the road. Did we say forget Ferrari? Then it's absolutely not this coming one. Number 2. Ferrari 812 Superfast. From Swedish royalty to Italian thunder, next up is Luka's Ferrari 812 Superfast. Because sometimes you just want that V12 scream echoing off the walls of a Monaco tunnel or the Lakers garage. This isn't your average Ferrari. No, the 812 is a Ferrari's last naturally aspirated V12 Grand Tourer. No turbos, no hybrids, just pure unfiltered combustion fury. Under the hood sits a 6.5-liter V12 that cranks out a neck-snapping 789 horsepower, revs to 8,900 RPM, and rockets from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. That Superfast name isn't just for show. Design-wise, it's all long hood, short rear deck, classic proportions turned aggressive, sharp lines, active aero, quad tailpipes, and headlights that look like they're squinting at you in disdain. It's angry, elegant, and absolutely intoxicating. For the interior, the 812 Superfast combines luxury and function. Alcantara meets carbon fiber. The steering wheel looks like it belongs in an F1 car, and the rev counter, it's not a suggestion, it's a challenge. The 812 Superfast is for the days when Luka wants to hear every ounce of horsepower scream his name. No electricity, no compromises, just raw Italian sound on wheels. But he was just getting started. Number 3. Porsche 911 Turbo S. Because next up is the Porsche 911 Turbo S. This bad boy doesn't shout, it destroys. While the Koiseg and Ferrari are all about presence and drama, the 911 Turbo S is Luka's secret weapon. No wild wings, no futuristic doors, just clean lines, surgical speed, and a reputation built on embracing supercars at the stoplight, just like Luka in the playoffs. Something tells us this is what he drove on the night he tied Wilt for the 4th most in NBA history. You know how the saying goes about dressing for the occasion. Underneath that familiar silhouette is a 3.8-liter twin-turbo flat-6 engine pushing out 640 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. All-wheel drive, launch control, and lightning-quick 8-speed PDK gearbox combined to launch this machine from 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Quietly, effortlessly, relentlessly fast. The interior is just a modern Porsche perfection with tight stitching, digital displays, and just enough analog feel to remind you that this isn't a gadget, it's a driver's car. Luka's spec? Blacked out everything with subtle yellow accents. Understated until it flies past you. The 911 Turbo S is for the days when Luka doesn't need to make an entrance, because he's already got 10 car lengths ahead. Next up, Number 4. Apocalypse Hellfire 6x6. Forget subtle, forget sleek. It's time to bring the apocalypse literally. Enter the Apocalypse Hellfire 6x6, a favorite among his collection. The Apocalypse Hellfire 6x6 and could have been his ultimate favorite if that one car we mentioned earlier didn't exist. And trust us, you don't want to miss this, so don't go anywhere. Apparently, when Luka isn't slicing defenses on the hardwood, he's crushing terrain in this 6-wheeled V8-powered monster that looks like it escaped from a Mad Max sequel. This thing started life as a Jeep Gladiator before getting absolutely re-engineered into a road-legal beast. We're talking a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 Hellcat engine pushing out 750 horsepower, riding on 6 massive 40-inch tires with custom steel bumpers and armor plating. The Hellfire isn't built for speed, it's built for survival and style. with a lifted suspension, custom grille with LED fangs, and a truck bed you could land a drone on. It's the kind of ride you take when off-road just means everywhere. And of course, it doesn't come cheap. But money is not a problem for the NBA superstar. The Apocalypse Hellfire 6x6 reportedly cost around $299,900. A peek inside, and your eyes are met with a luxe interior. Hand-stitched leather seats, digital infotainment, military-grade switches, and enough cabin space to bring the whole starting 5. It's rugged meets ridiculous in the best way possible. Luka's version is matte black with red accents and just enough glow to make it look like it's charging up before a boss fight. One thing's for sure, if the zombie apocalypse were to happen, the Slovenian shooter has little to worry about. Number 5. Mercedes AMG G63 Brabus 800. What happens when Chaos gets a designer suit and a gym membership? You either get traded or a Mercedes AMG G63 Brabus 800. Luka gets both. This beast is Luka's definition of aggressive luxury. You might have seen G-Wagons pulling up to fashion shows in 5-star hotels, but not the Brabus because it is fast, louder, and somehow more intimidating than the Hellfire. Mercedes went bananas on this one. They took the already intimidating G63 and cranked it up to supervillain levels. This bad boy boasts a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 tuned to deliver, wait for it, 800 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.1 seconds and electronically limited to a top speed of 149 miles per hour. The exterior is all about presence. Wide body kit, forged wheels, exposed carbon fiber, and a custom front fascia that looks like it bites. Luka's spec is murdered out black with just the right amount of chrome and red accents to say, yes, I will dunk on your defense and your driveway. Inside, it's a Brabus masterclass. Diamond-stitched leather that looks too good to sit on, ambient lighting that belongs in a nightclub, and enough carbon fiber to make an F1 team jealous. Rear seat entertainment? Of course. Mood lighting? Naturally. Massage seats? Standard, because buckets on the court shouldn't come with back pain. Number 6. Lamborghini Urus. And here comes the Lambo. And we can be hopeful for more in the near future as the NBA star is looking to add another Lamborghini aside from the Urus to his collection, since he's already got speed, style, and apocalypse survival covered. But sometimes you need something extra to pull up to dinner in Beverly Hills or cruise through the streets of Ljubljana. And that's where the Urus comes in. A super SUV blended exotic sports car DNA with the daily drive practicality of a luxury truck. The design doesn't disappoint one bit. Razor sharp, low slung, and angry at everything. Luka's version comes in matte gray with gloss. Yeah, you guessed it. Black accents and yellow calipers. Because of course it does. It's got stance, it's got swagger, and it growls like it's trying to scare the valet. Under the Urus's hood is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing out 641 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. That's not just quick for an SUV, that's quick, period. It's just the kind of speed that makes other SUVs rethink their life choices. The inside is just as Lamborghini as it gets. Hexagonal stitching, fighter jet switches, and digital everything. Premium Alcantara and leather? Naturally. Ambient lighting that adjusts with drive models? Absolutely. And that Tamburo center console? Looks like it was ripped straight out of a spaceship. Perfect for those late-night drives he likes to take because this is the kind of ride you choose when you want heads to turn. But not all the way. A little subtle flex, a little, I could have brought the Koiseg, but I felt generous today. And speaking of generosity, number 7, Porsche Panamera 4. Let's rewind a little. Before the hypercars and 6-wheeled beasts, there was that one that started it all. The Porsche Panamera 4. Not the flashiest in Luka's lineup, but definitely the most meaningful. It was a gift from his mother when he turned 18. The key that unlocked his automotive obsession and enduring affection for the brand. The Panamera 4 blends Porsche's sports car spirit with the comfort of a luxury saloon. It's got a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6 under the hood pushing out 325 horsepower, and it'll still hit 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds. Plenty fast for a young Luka pulling up like a rookie who already knew he was destined for greatness. Inside, it's clean, classic, and beautifully German. Leather seats, crisp infotainment, and just enough buttons to make you feel important. It wasn't just his first Porsche, it was his first real taste of the good life. Every collection has to start somewhere. For Luka, it started with love, horsepower, and a Porsche key from mom. Number 8. Porsche Electric Panamera. While the original Panamera may have sparked the flame, Luka's Porsche passion didn't stop there. He went and got himself the Electric Panamera and 911 in Slovenia, all of which are proof of his evolution in taste and unwavering loyalty. This Electric Panamera isn't just a nod to sustainability, it's Porsche's vision of tomorrow wrapped in a 4-door body that still knows how to handle a corner like a coupe. dual electric motors, all-wheel drive, instant torque, and a 0 to 60 time that'll make even gas-powered purists do a double take. Silent, sharp, and sophisticated. This is grown-up speed. On the outside, the electric Panamera carries the same sculpted silhouette, but with subtle tweaks that whisper futurism. Luka's version, Arctic silver with gloss black accents. And of course, those signature yellow brake calipers. It's understated power with a conscience. The interior is less cockpit, more spaceship. Touchscreens on touchscreens, a floating console, ambient lighting, and a digital display so clean it practically winks at you. The vibe? Minimalist, modern, and unmistakably Porsche. If the original Panamera was the beginning, the electric Panamera is the sequel with a bigger budget and a quieter engine. A full circle moment, just electrified. Number 9. Audi A7. But variety is the salt of life. And what do you do when you can have it all? You go for more, and this is where the Audi A7 slides in. Now, compared to the other cars in his collection, this one falls short a bit, but don't be fooled. This thing still slaps. With a 3-liter turbocharged V6, 335 horsepower, and Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system, it's quick enough to make highway cruising feel like a sport. In the fastback silhouette, pure elegance. 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.2 seconds and a top speed of 130 to 155 miles per hour, depending on the model. Luka's spec is sleek. Midnight blue on matte wheels, just enough shine to catch the light, but low-key enough to fly under the radar when he wants to. The inside gives a business class vibe all the way. Virtual cockpit, dual touchscreen interface, leather so soft it probably files your taxes. The A7 is peak German engineering. Its exterior is classy without trying too hard. Long, low roofline gives it a 4-door coupe profile and then a signature single-frame grille, sharp matrix LED headlights, and a light bar spans the rear. This is the kind of car you drive when you've got nothing to prove but everything to enjoy. A quiet flex for a not-so-quiet superstar. Number 10. Ford Bronco 1967. Next up is the 1967 Ford Bronco. Luka's answer to what if cool never had an expiration date, and as every music head knows, a great playlist needs a throwback. Some Mickey Mullane to set the vibe. But as it is with music, so it is with cars. Luka Dončić proves he also has an appreciation for the classic with his stunning Ford Bronco. This isn't some shiny, overbuilt resto mod trying too hard to stay relevant. It's raw. It's rugged, and it oozes Americana from every bolt. Long before SUVs had cup holders, panoramic roofs, or 7-drive models, the original Bronco was out here conquering dirt trails and winning hearts. And Luka, clearly a man of taste, knew that some classics are too iconic not to have in his garage. This chunk of metal keeps things old school under the hood with a V8 that rumbles like distant thunder. No turbos, no drive-by-wire magic, just metal, muscle, and that unmistakable vintage swagger. It's got manual everything and zero apologies. Luka's version is painted in a retro baby blue with a white roof and just enough chrome to catch the sun. It's got Surftown vibes with NBA star polish. Inside, it's the polar opposite of the tech-filled luxury lounges Luka's used to. No massage seats, no voice assistant, just analog dials, a simple bench seat, and enough nostalgia to fill a drive-in theater. It smells like leather, gasoline, and good decisions. By far one of the coolest in his garage. And speaking of coolness, this next car will give you chills. Number 11. Chevrolet Camaro 1968. The 1968 Chevrolet Camaro, a true icon. The kind of car that makes people stop mid-sentence just to watch it roll by. If the Bronco is rugged charm, the Camaro is pure, unfiltered attitude. Back when Detroit iron ruled the streets and the only thing louder than the exhaust note was the hair metal on the radio, this was the ride to have. With its long hood, short rear deck, and that unmistakable split grille, the Camaro looks like it's moving even when it's parked. It's the car version of walking into a room and owning it without saying a word. But Luka didn't stop at just restoring a classic, he made it his own. Jordan Brand custom wrapped the Camaro to match the release of his Midnight Racer Luka 3s. Yes, you heard that right. The man literally pulled up to the Mavs game in a Camaro that matched his sneakers, from deep pinks and purples to striking mint green. Powering this beauty is a V8 engine that's loud, proud, and ready to smoke some tires. It's been lovingly restored but not overly modernized. Still feels old school in all the right ways, raw steering, thunderous acceleration, and just enough rumble to let everyone know it's a good day to be alive. Inside, it's vintage muscle through and through. Bucket seats, old school gauges, and a steering wheel that feels like it has stories to tell. No frills, just thrills. Trying to figure out the words to perfectly describe Dončić's Camaro? How about something absolutely eye-catching? That definitely does it. And finally, we are here. The moment we've all been waiting for. The big reveal. Luka Dončić's favorite car. And no, it's not a Bugatti or a Ferrari. It's louder, meaner, scarier. Drumroll please. Number 12. Brabus Rocket 1000. The Brabus Rocket 1000. During a talk with Overtime while visiting China as a Jordan brand ambassador, Luka made this big reveal, naming the Brabus Rocket as his favorite car, and it's easy to see why. This beast is what happens when German engineering meets supervillain energy. 1,000 horsepower, over 1,000 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in under 2.8 seconds. That's not a launch, it's a teleportation device. Visually, it's got the posture of a predator. Low-slung, wide body, matte black paint that drinks in the light, and carbon everything, from the front splitter to the rear diffuser. Inside, it's executive luxury meets fighter jet. Red stitched black leather, carbon fiber trim, and a digital dash that looks like it came out of a sci-fi flick. If we were Dončić too, the Brabus would also be our favorite. And with that, guys, we've reached the end of today's tour through yet another jaw-dropping car collection. Luka Dončić's car collection is a reflection of the NBA superstar's on-court personality and variety of play. Which one was your favorite? And most importantly, whose garage should we take you to next?